Hey guys, it's Cam from Crucible Outdoors. This is a continuation of our budget versus expensive equipment series. Right now, we're going to talk about cooking. Cooking utensils, stoves, that kind of stuff. I've got three options here. Not a lot of options, but three options that I personally have owned, used in different situations. Very first stove and pots and pan set that I bought is this. It is a small MSR pocket stove with an Optimus fuel tank. Okay, I still use this all the time. This one has now gone in my backpack and I carry it with me when we go hiking, when we leave base camp to explore a little deeper into the mountains. This is what I take with me. This little set, the stove, the pocket stove itself, ended up costing me like $12, I believe, and then the fuel can was about $6. So very budget friendly and great for 1 to 2 people camping. The pot that I bought to use with this was this set that I picked up at Walmart. It's two different sets. There's this set and this set. They're both Stanley. The tall cylindrical one comes with the pot, the lid, and 2 cups. 2 little insulated cups. You know, pour some soup in there, drink your soup, coffee, hot cocoa, whatever you guys are into. It comes with those inside that pan. That's the full kit. Now that kit was about $14.99 at Walmart. I then purchased the bigger set, which is a bigger stove, a bigger pot, and it comes with I only have one right now because the other one's dirty, but it comes with 2 bowls, 2 insulated lids for the bowls so you could use them as cups. Turn it over and you could drink out of that little hole. That's in that kit. That kit, I believe, was $19.99. I may be wrong on the prices nowadays. This is about 3 years ago, so hopefully I'm close to accurate on the pricing. But they're great little kits, both of them. You know, they all pack down inside themselves, so the bowls, the utensils, and everything would sit inside this one. You pinch the handle together, flip it up, and it locks it into place. You want to open it, pinch the handle together, flip the handle open. Great little set. With this one, I can actually break the pocket stove down and it fits inside the cups inside here. So then all I have to worry about is this and the fuel containers, which I only usually need one. This is your valve to control how much fuel is coming out. And then just light. It takes it a few minutes to start putting out the proper heat. And that flame will go blue. I've put 2 cups of water in here right now. And I'm going to kick that stove on and I'm going to start boiling this water. Because I realized I haven't eaten today. So I'm going to have myself some Mountain House chicken and rice while I discuss. The next one that I upgraded to was this stove. It's a Coleman. You guys have probably seen these a billion times. Takes the little propane canisters. However, it's not just a double burner stove. I'm going to move you a little closer so you can see. So this guy, it's got a big surface here which will hold a fairly good sized pot to it. But it's a full length burner. It's more meant for griddling than, it's full length here to here burner. It's more meant for like hot dogs and hamburgers and that kind of stuff. But I've gone ahead and put that on there before and boiled up some food. Also got a second burner right underneath there. That's been wonderful to use. What I'll usually do in the morning is I'll throw the percolator, which I don't have with me, on top of that one. Let the coffee start going. And I'll put the griddle on here, start frying up eggs and bacon. And I liked it a lot. I really liked this stove setup. Eventually, I upgraded because, as you know, this stove is the one that sits in the back of my vehicle. I upgraded from this one to that one for two reasons. One was I was tired of packing 4 or 5 of these, 6 of these for our vacations, our camping trips. I hate rolling around with propane bottles that have been unsealed. For some reason, it's just me. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like driving the trails, hitting the obstacles at Moab with a bunch of these rolling around in the back of my car. The other reason was because of the way, you attach it. This stove has a fairly large footprint. I used this stove for probably 2 years or so, loading it in my car all the time and using it. And then I built my original kitchen setup in the stove, or in the Xterra, around this stove. And Coleman has one issue. These dials essentially stop working. And you have 2 settings for your stove. Either no burning whatsoever, or the gates of hell have opened and you have flame shooting everywhere. But it happens with a lot of the cheaper propane stoves. I don't know if the needle in the valve just kind of goes bad and it either allows a ton of fuel through or no fuel through. Good stove, good budget-friendly stove, about $45. Great little system. I had that with my Cochran's pots and pans set that has this pot, another pot, well that pot, a small pot, a skillet, and a measuring cup that I got at Walmart for about 25 bucks. And I used it a lot. I'm happy that I went to the Coleman dual fuel stove and got rid of the issues that I had with this. I travel much better and I camp a lot easier knowing that I don't have to take 10 or 15 of these, and if I run out of these, 6 or 7 of these, and if I run out, I'm out. I have to use the campfire versus the dual fuels where I fill up the container once, we head out, I take 1 bottle of the Coleman liquid fuel that I can refill it with, so I only have to take 1 thing this size, and if I run out still, all I have to do is pull some fuel out of the vehicle and I'm back up and rolling again, no issues. We move on to the Coleman dual fuel stove, which I love this thing. I am the biggest advocate for this style of camp stove. To me, it makes the most sense for me to have this one and carry this one with me when I'm camping versus the older Coleman propane one. Now, like I said, I switched to it for particular reasons, but this one just seems to work much more efficiently, and it takes away a lot of the negatives of having a propane stove. The one thing I really like about, well, I guess there's multiple things I like, so I'm just going to start into my list. Coleman dual fuels run off of Coleman liquid fuel or unleaded gasoline. You fill up the 4.5 pint tank, and I only have to fill this about twice a season, and it rocks and rolls. I don't have to screw anything in, I don't have to, I take the cap off, I fill it up, I close the cap down, and I head out. This sits inside the stove and packs down to this tiny footprint. When it's all packaged up, the tank fits down inside. Close it, pull the wind guards, drop it down. Self-contained unit. You want to use it, open the lid, flip the wind guards out of the way, lift up the grate, and that's it. That's your one fuel source. Drop it in. Pump it with the plunger on the side to pressurize the tank. Do about 10 times or so. Lift the little valve up. Get your handy dandy lighter out. Woohoo! Singed a couple hand hairs there. You let it burn like that for about a minute, and then you turn this little knob back down. But while it's first initially burning for about a minute 30 seconds, you leave that up. Allows it to start pulling the fuel oil, you see. And it's got the secondary one on the side here that if you want to use too, you just spin this little valve here and start sending fuel over there as well. You ignite that guy. It's like a 14,000 BTU stove, I think. You see, we've already gone to blue, so now I'll just drop that little valve down. I could drop this guy down, and we'd be ready to rock and roll for cooking. This one is a little bit more costly. I looked it up last night to see how much they're selling for on Amazon. For the guide series, it's about $84, give or take a couple of, little change. Price-wise, long-term investment, I think this is the better choice. Short-term investment, go with the propane one. This video is coming off definitely more biased towards the Coleman dual fuel than any of the other stoves. And I don't mean for that to be that way, but out of my experience and what I've learned over the past few years, camping, overlanding, disappearing into the wilderness for weeks at a time without telling anyone, the Coleman just has a lot more pros versus cons to me. It's perfect for what I want, it's perfect for what I need, and I will stand behind this product every day of my life. I hope this video has been at least somewhat helpful, maybe slightly informative for you guys. I know I didn't go over a lot of technical specs on each one of these. I'm planning on doing an individual video review of each stove and each setup down the road here in the next couple of weeks. I'm also writing articles about all of these. I already have an article up right now about the Coleman dual fuel. I'll drop a link to it in the description below. I'm also going to drop links to the description below to each one of these products that's been reviewed in this video. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think. Do you like dual fuel? Do you use dual fuel? Are you more of a propane person? Do you like the propane stoves? What kind of stoves are you running? I love learning new information from you guys, and I love having topics to look up and things to research and learn about. And I only get that from you guys. So let me know in the comments below. Hit a thumbs up if you like the video, if you don't want to comment. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing content like this. Until next time, get out there, find an adventure, and enjoy life.